Da, ba, 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 ba. Hello. Playing around with a couple things. One of those things being Goya. Give me a moment and we should get started. A little bit late, but why not? Let's turn this down before it gets me to jump out of my skin. Alright, hello, hello, hello. Hi, it's been a while. It's spooky season, as the kids say. Not me, but still, why not? Have not streamed in a while. Definitely not PS2, so just wanted to confirm with anyone that is watching we are playing on actual PS2 hardware. Gonna be playing Rule of Rose, a game I know nothing about other than it's spooky game. Not readily available. Usually you're gonna pay a pretty penny for it, I guess, these days. But the PS2 had a lot of those. Between there's a game that was like Kuon Spirits, Rule of Rose, Haunting Ground, hell, you can say Silent Hill 2 and 3. A good vein of a very specific type of horror at that time that we don't really get a ton of games for these days. Definitely doesn't feel the same, I should say. Like Resident Evil's release, yeah, those somewhat fall into that category. But not to the... I think a lot of the PS2 was trying to catch on with the craze that was Resident Evil at that time. Because most of these came from Japanese developers.
Is gonna be...
Oh, that's not supposed to edge in. But I'm trying to think of... Resident Evil is one of the big ones. Silent Hill was another one of the tent poles. But everyone was trying to get out their version of that game at that time. So it was just kind of a lot more than we're seeing now. I guess now we've run into... What's the name of that one? The guy who did Resident Evil 4 went on to do The Evil Within and Evil Within 2, which some might say are in that area. Maybe not the same exact thing, but close enough. But I'm going to run an ad. That way it'll give us an hour of play without having to deal with any additional ads for those of you that aren't subscribing, which by no means am I expecting anyone or, even suggesting that you do that. But they run ads on top of me, so I'd rather get them out the way so we can enjoy the game. So I'm going to run an ad for 3 minutes. If you do sub, I'll see you on the other side. Otherwise, I guess I'll keep chatting through that. Alright, so got the... let's see, I don't even know if I need to jump into this browser yet. Sorry, it's really weird. It's like, if you take a break from a game for a while, you kind of... or, anything, like a bike, you forget everything. Have the soundtrack such a good game. Hope so. Best Beach. Type that in properly. Never played it before. First time for everything. Yeah, I don't know if you can see me through the ads or anything right now. Letting the ads run before we jump in proper. The lighting's a little bit different. I haven't figured out a good setup that my cat Goya does not destroy immediately. So I'm just going to say it's part of the spooky season that I'm poorly lit. And not just the fact that one of my 2 lights got knocked out by Goya. But this game does give the spooks already. I'm not sure I'm going to be brave enough for this. So got a minute to go. Stream will continue in about 90 seconds. Ads should be done then. Hi, Goya. Are you just gonna hang out there the entire stream, block half the screen? Come on, buddy. This is making me want to hook. It is spooky season, so this is the right time to do that. Just wait till we actually get plugged in. Maybe that'll wash that away. It's one of those things where it's better in memory than execution, but who knows. Alright, so I think ads, we got 15 more seconds and then we'll continue. Hi, cat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Alright, those are going to be done. So let me go ahead and jump back to the game screen. Does this look right? Yeah, there we go. Now we're in full spooky time. Get the audio up to a level where it's not going to be as terrifying for you as it is for me. But these strings are definitely putting me on edge. So, Beachy, you're talking about the amazing soundtrack. I'm assuming that means because it's absolutely terrifying. But I do have Goya hanging out down here, which will be nice to keep me brave and vigilant, if you will, as I run through whatever the heck this game is. So, full disclosure, have never played this game, know nothing about it, other than apparently there's a dog, some creepy music. It looks like exclusively women in the game, for that matter. So, I'm sure that'll be a point that we get into. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. Be kind to me. I'm also not very good at these types of games. So we'll find out. Alright, so our some options. We'll keep it stereo. Music's fine. Sound, contrast. I'm going to turn it up a little bit so I can see what's going on. Noir filter. That's funny. Hey, they did it before Mass Effect did. Alright, so we'll do that. Vibration we'll keep on. Yeah, Beachy, if you jumped in a minute or two late, we are playing on proper PS2. No emulation or anything like that. Kind of. Yeah, we'll just say, yeah, no emulation. Alright, so let's get this started and see what kind of story we got going on. Spooky season may commence.
There was a precious little girl. Her friend, the princess of the Red Rose,
was always at her side. Then one day, her mummy and daddy died suddenly, and the poor little girl was sent away to a strange house.
What's this boy up to on this bus? Why is there a moth in the bus? Oh, not a boy.
Jennifer, Jennifer,
Oh, it was a boy.
play with
Okay.
me, Jennifer. Read the story. Please read the story. What happens next?
Little princess. It's blank.
What's this? wait. Please.
What? Is this boy crazy?
Where are you going?
And you got off the bus. What a dick bus driver. Like, I really doubt he's on that tight of a schedule that he just had to abandon her like that. He didn't even say, like, hey, are you staying here? I know your boy ran away. Alright, 1930, The Little Princess. Wonder if March is specifically important? Oh, am I controlling this now? The Little Princess. Yes, I am controlling. How about that? Alright. Let's see. Once upon a time, there was a precious little girl. Her friend. Hold on. Kind of turned. Still getting used to the screen setup I got. Alright. Her friend, the Princess of the Red Rose, was always at her side. Then one day, her mummy and daddy died suddenly. The princess, too, disappeared, leaving the girl all alone. And the poor girl was sent away to a strange house. I just heard that. Yeah, and then now it's blank. Hopefully. What if it just cuts to you died? Nope. Okay. That was the worst story I've ever read. I'm brave right now at the front. Just wait until it gets spooky, then I'm really screwed. Girl was all alone. And so the story begins. Mysterious, unthinkable, filthy tale. Oh. However, the young girl, Jennifer, that's me, had no choice but to surrender to the unsettling predicament. Oh, what an unlucky girl. Yeah? She lived happily ever after, right? No, Goya, I can't see through you. Bro, 1, we don't body shame. 2, we don't make assumptions here. So, Jennifer's can be as hairy as they want to be. So, bus stop, Rose Garden Orphanage. Hence, rule of Rose. But, howdy, Pocky. Thank you for bringing shame to my stream. It's supposed to be very friendly and inclusive here. Tell me who can and cannot. Yay! Thank you, Beachy. Goya says thank you as well. He's so squishy. And he says thank you with all his furriness. Alright. Yes, thank you, Beachy. I appreciate that. Let's see. Where to go? And you might hear some cats rubbing on the microphone. In case anyone's joining the stream, they have not been here before. Cats are a thing that will occur throughout the stream. I make no guarantees of anything other than shenanigans may or may not happen. So, and I don't discourage it because it's their house and I kind of just happen to live here a couple nights a week. Their house, so it's really rule of Goya is what we're doing tonight. Alright, I guess we're going this way. Onto the Strange Hill, but not the Silent Hill. So none of my... oh, wait. R1 goes into defense mode. R2 is switchy the Camry. Interesting. Okay. So it's not necessarily a fixed camera angle. Move the microphone a little bit so I can see what's going on in chat. Alright. I don't have a run button. I just have the defense and the spin the camera. And a lot of crickets. Running up that hill. Uh-oh. As the girl approached the sign, she heard a dog's bark. It sounded strangely familiar to her and beckoned her to come. It's a fucking lassie? Strange Hill East. Oh, please don't have animal, torture. I mean, I will kill humans all day long, but I don't care if it's a zombie dog, I'm gonna let it take me down. It's rusted well, cold air flows from inside it. Damn, this game is really dark. Like, visually, not like thematically. So is there... Oh... I can't get to options once I'm in game, can I? The dog in this game is amazing. Cool. Actually, you're a dog person, Beachy. Do I need to be concerned about the dog? Is the dog going to be okay? Old padlock on the door, however, it's not locked. Or at least within the next 4 hours, will the dog be okay? Rickety shack. Ooh, a collar. And some footprints that aren't mine. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a boy. What do we got here? Slip of paper is tied to around the dog collar. Okay. It's a slip of paper with boarding pass and a picture of a fish on it. Jennifer found the boarding pass. Time to ride a fish. Alright, the name Brown is on the dog collar. Jennifer found dog collar. And discomfort. Oh no, that's me, not Jennifer. I found discomfort. Little boy laughter is not good. Is there anything over here? No. God, this game is really dark. Like a kind of... Storybook diary. Okay, so that's just that. Boarding pass. Okay, so this is my inventory. I don't have that much space to play with either. The dog does not die, I promise. Okay, thank you. DoesTheDogDie.com. Is that actually a website? Please tell me that's actually a website. Because that needs to be absolutely needs to be a website. Nice. Yeah, because I can't handle that. Hey kid, like if that kid happened to get skinned and skewered right then, I'd be unfazed. Which I don't know what that says about me. But there's that TikTok going around that, like, if you would shoot someone over stealing your dog, yes, I would absolutely shoot you if you stole my pets. It's not even a question. I value my cats more than I do people. Strange people, I should say. Friends, different, but, like, some stranger tried to come at my cats, nope, they're done. I'm going to get arrested for something. What? I don't know, but it's going to be something. Alright, so I'm a little bit more comfortable now because I don't have my hands up like doing this thing when I run. Apparently I'm also out of breath. So this woman, Jennifer, is about as in shape as I am. Has 5 minutes of running up that hill to make a deal with God, and I am already winded. Yeah, the shoots one from McChicken, I definitely saw that one and like that. She came upon a huge old mansion. For some reason, the place seems familiar to the unlucky girl. Why are you telling me I'm unlucky? I just started. Who is narrating my life? Oh. What? Children with bags over their heads are beating something with a stick. Swear to God, Beachy, you said the dog was good. The unlucky girl was frightened and backed away from the gate. No, I didn't back away from the gate. Don't tell me what I did. I'm going to charge in. I'm like squinting and leaning in like I can somehow see into the screen by doing that. Zoom in. Enhance. Zoom in. Enhance. Alright. Okay, strange. Oh, we have a coconut arrival. That is a rare sight indeed for the stream. I mean, you were just abandoned by those drivers. So normally I wouldn't mess with my camera during the play, but I have 2 cats, so it's going to be hard for me to focus on anything. So you can see we have a coconut hanging out, which is a very shy coconut. So we already have 2 cats on stream, and it is like 15 minutes in. We are off to a good rate. We got Fluff over here. We've got Fluff over here. You can kind of see an ear. And I swear, I promise this is not just pure cat stream. Which unfortunately might get people to unsub, but... Hi, Goya. So this is why I'm distracted and it's hard for me to actually focus on those boys beating a lump of dirt, hopefully. Eyes on you on that. Wow, what is going on, cats? Other than the fact that I've been gone all week, they're like, attention! Why are you talking to the computers? The computers don't love you. They don't cuddle you and demand food. Or wake me up at 6 a.m. to demand food even though they don't eat breakfast until 8 o'clock. That's why I'm looking at you, Goya. Alright. Let me go and switch back. I can kind of see through the cracks of cat. It's like a mountain of fluff right now. Alright. Let's see what we got going on. Running down that hill. Make a deal with the devil. That's the B-side of that track, by the way. That's the instead of the Kate Bush version, that's the Katy Perry version. Because that's the only way she's getting a record deal. Or did, for that matter. And here she's actually kind of shitty to work with from someone I know through work. They used to be like a security escort, I guess is the term. They would always just be assigned to work with all the celebrities whenever they come to venues. And yeah, they're like, Katy Perry was probably the worst person that they've ever worked with. Just complete bitch, complete disregard for anything anyone needed. Would kind of sneak off on her own to do what she wanted to. Which, you know, if you're running security, is probably the worst thing in the world for you to deal with. Alternatively, they said Beyonce and Jay-Z were the best that they worked with. See, Rose, half of the sign is broken off. Yeah, it said garden, I know. Hey, Coco. So far the trailer was scary. But this is just a lot of running around in the dark. Chasing a boy that ran up the hill and I didn't see him. The rusted well, cold air flows from inside it. Why do I feel like that's going to be relevant? And, oh, by the way, so I have it tagged in this. By all means, if you want to shout at me what to do in the game, I'm not opposed to it. So if you've played this and you're like, Chris, you just got to go click on that. Cool, I'm good with backseating. Like, guide me, tell me where you need me to go. Because I'm still going to be scared. I'm still going to go, ee! When something jumps out at me. These things are going to happen. Regardless if you tell me. Or, you know, maybe you mislead me into a trap and then I go, ee! Even more. That's part of the spooky season, isn't it? A lot of ah! And ooh! Not the ooh, that sounds excited. More like ee! Alright, I can't switch the camera angle here. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's already starting. I didn't realize I can just run off to the side of the gate. My brain is very wired in the sense of, like, stick to the trail. They don't want you going off it. Invisible walls. Been ages since I played this. Alright. I'm just saying, if it comes to mind, you're like, fuck, I remember this part. It was awful. Don't let me go into the awful. Like, help me out. Oh, that's like a chase cam, isn't it? Oh, I don't like that at all. That button that just lets me see behind me. Oh, great. There's fucking laughter in the bushes. Goya, please don't jump on the table, the desk, while spooky laughter is happening. Oh, it's someone over the wall. Okay. Your timing needs to be better, boy. Just because you're a black cat doesn't mean this is your season to spook. You don't fight back much in this game. You run. Okay. That is useful information. Thank you for that. Goya's blocking my good screen, so I guess I'll look at the little screen and see what's going on. No one allowed without a pass. About using items. Hold on, let me see if I can boop this down a little bit. Boop this down a little bit more. There, I got more screen to see. So when Goya's blocking the actual screen, I can kind of and look at the other screen. And then actually, let me stretch the chat out a little bit. I apologize. I'm trying to get that, kick the rust off and get good at streaming again. Good. Alright. About using items. At certain locations, you can use items to interact with your surroundings. From the menu screen, choose an item and select Use. Click on the door. It's locked. No one allowed without a pass. I'm really going to play their game. Alright. Little princess, boarding pass. I'll use the dog collar. Nothing happened. Okay. You do not use the dog collar. Oops. Alright, so... Jennifer. I don't like the way that they say Jennifer on there, because that implies to me that there will be other characters. That means that maybe Jennifer doesn't have a wonderful fate. Let me look. Okay, I can't spin things. That's good to know. So I won't have any Resident Evil style, like spin it, crack open the book, and then look at it for an item inside the book. Oh, use the boarding pass. Nothing. Do I have to use it here? Use. Oh, I fucking hate kids so much. Oh yeah, it's a grand old time. Let's just fuck about and terrify everyone in town. I have problems with that. What is this? What did you draw? Legend of Stray Dog. Stray Dog gives us sweets. That dog's throwing up candy. Just putting that out there. Oh shit. Okay. Fuck. I need to get used to the game. I felt like that was a cutscene. I was about to get screwed. Let's go down here. Check this out. No. I'm gonna go back to the door. Okay, so I just realized, what is the year? 1930? Yeah, so there's no flashlights or anything, so I'm already scared. It's not like they have city lights. That she's operating by starlight right now. Come on, Jennifer. Where are you going? Empty cages are stacked up. Were animals kept in here? Maybe? Front gate. Should be another gate to go through. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so the issue I run into, Beachy, is whenever I'm playing any games, usually like role-playing games, I hate missing optional stuff. Like, I need to do everything, collect everything. So I try and figure out what is the optional path to take, so I can do that first before I progress and then get locked into a new area. Like so. Cutscene. Boy into the house. Ooh, that's not good. Did they just beat my son/younger brother to death? Is that some sort of box boy initiation pact? Nothing over here. Yeah, at first chance I get to save, I want to see if I can go back to the menu and make it a little bit brighter. Entrance this way. Okay. Hallway. The strings. Ah, little assholes. Totally normal blood spots, really normal child playtime. I mean, I don't know about you, that's how I grew up. If it wasn't fire, it was blood, and if it wasn't blood, it was, yeah, let's not get into it. I don't want to incriminate myself on the stream. Fucking hate children. The unlucky girl felt the chilling gaze of many eyes upon her. You know what would be great? Yet she was all alone. Is if she's hearing this, just like the freaking Will Ferrell movie, Stranger Than Fiction. So she heard someone narrating. Fucking hate kids. But if she heard someone narrating, this unlucky girl has eyes upon her. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna fucking yell at that kid right now if he did that to me. Paints are covered with dust. Our reception room. Please, nothing move. Let's everything just be boring in here. Expensive dishes are arranged in the cupboard. Saxophone. The record player is broken. Bright red pillow. Red roses are arranged in a vase. They're vibrant and fresh. Nope, I wanted to go out the window and just go home. What a dick bus driver. Like, you're gonna tell me he didn't know that this place was all... No. Nope. Don't like it. Alright, headmaster's room. I wanted to look at the little file cabinet thing that go out the door. God bless Lady Jennifer. Jenny from the block. Alright. Where? Oh, it's fish. Small model of a mansion inside the tank. Oh, but no fish. Really? Right. Something is written in the notebook. March 2nd, 1930. Recently, the children have been engaging in odd activities and spreading disturbing rumors. Rumors about creatures that come after children who don't clean up and stray dogs that kidnap small tots. It's all very bizarre. Headmaster's closet. Shoe sheets food. The original Live, Love, Laugh. Various things are stored in the room. Shoe sheets food. Yeah, I already knew that. So that's all that we have going on in here. Okay. See all the kids in this game. A twisted dog, good, kids bad. So I don't know the format of this game yet. So like I don't know if there's like puzzle solving I should be worried about or paying attention to. It's just weird that I have all these spaces to explore. And it's seemingly like there's nothing for me to interact with in them. It's a record player and broadcasting equipment. Okay. Are we going to find ourselves in a lost scenario? Alright, so let's see if the drawings are... God, I wish I could go into first-person mode and look at them. That's weird. Let me crack this door just to air it out a little bit. Alright. Why did my controller vibrate when I opened that? Puzzles, yeah, right now you're looking for a boy. Yeah, I know it's early, but, like, can't help but try and figure out what the fuck is this gonna be. What about today? Put a kid sound, be back in a bit. Alright, I'll probably be here crying, so send a blanket or plushies or something for me. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. See you in a bit, Pocky. Alright, let's see what we got. Searching for a boy. This is just an outside. I don't even think I care about the boy at this point. I'd be worried about my own well-being. Because I'm selfishly motivated like that. Worrying about my own health. The lamp is turned off. Can I turn it on? I'd be very comfortable if they'd let me turn it on. See, this would, like... The mechanics of me barely cracking open a door, I don't understand. I'm sure, yes, I still need to play the game, but eventually I'll figure it out, but... It's just such a weird thing. Up the stairs. This is just insane. So, like, I've got Goya bed over here, but instead he's lying in the middle of the table. I don't know, like, it's not warmer here. The lamp is turned off. Yes, I know that. It's like the first floor. Because how dare we try and turn lights on? So we got nothing here. Did not realize this building was this tall from outside. Nope, nothing in this door. And nothing here in the attic. Alright, so it went all the way up. So there is electricity, because I got hanging lamps, and I know no one's reaching up there to light up a freaking candle and those things. Don't think there's anything over here. Oh, there's a door. Okay. But it's locked. Already went out that door. Alright. Let's go back, I guess, towards the headmasters. This is the drawings. I tried those two doors already. Didn't I? Maybe I didn't. No, I don't think I went into this one. Yeah, the psycho strings are working. Alright, small and face. I feel like I've been there and looked at that already. Plants go to... Okay, yeah, so this is when I first came in. So I went through here, that looped around eventually to that. So I did not go up the stairs. You know, the most obvious thing. Which is, of course, where the boy is. Of course it is. Why is kid laughter so fucking terrifying? So, visual cues, I should have probably been following. Game design is literally they're lighting the path where I should have gone. So I should have seen that because it's the only bright thing. Instead of me adventuring into the darkness like some crazy person. So this is probably going to be the right way to go again. So instead of going the right way, I'm going to go click on stuff in the corner. Foul-smelling laundry baskets have been placed on the shelf. God, this place is a fucking maze. You maniac. Which, by the way, as a guy, let me tell you one of the most terrifying things in the world with restrooms is not going to be what you think. It's walking into a public restroom and seeing nothing but stalls. Because for a second, whether you're in the right room or not, the fear kicks in of, fuck, did I walk into the women's room? Because usually you go into the guy's restroom and there's urinals on the wall. So when you walk in and all you see are stalls, immediate red flag of, oh, I fucked up. Sometimes not the case. Sometimes, for whatever reason, dudes are just starting to get privacy stalls, which I'm quite okay with. I don't need, you know, a communal rest break. No. Why? Game? It's a creepy doll tied to the pillar. You didn't have to tell me it's creepy. I already knew it was creepy. I could tell. About saving. You can save your progress by talking to the Buckler Knights located throughout the game. Ah, good. Ooh, there's chapters. Best Beachy Kins. That's my latest sub. What? Alright, I actually was not paying attention to the timer. Hang on. While this is saving, let's take a look. I have 25 minutes until it runs into an ad. So if I'm doing math, that's about 8:15 I should pop in and set it for another one. Woof, that was a long save. Today's date is 12/31/1999. Come on, PlayStation, you know better than that. Alright, so let me reset, because I do want to make the screen a little bit brighter. And this is where you need to pardon me, because there might have been... So there's no emulators, technically. But not entirely true. So with my PS2, I have this thing called a MIC boot, or MC boot, memory card boot. That gives me all sorts of wonderful options. It's more or less just like having a homebrew channel installed, so different options I can play with this. I have a code break, so if I wanted to, I can go in and run some cheats for the game. Not necessarily, I don't see a reason why we do that with this game, but beyond that, HD Loader, which is what I use, where I can go ahead and I can install games right to a hard drive that I have in the PS2, and it runs the games a hell of a lot quicker, and it means that I don't damage the disc. It also means I can have copies of games that I don't legally own anymore. But that's just between you and me, Internet, so don't tell anyone about all these games that I have on here. Let's see, which like Haunting Ground, Kuon, those were two other options for tonight. I thought I had Silent Hill 3, but I don't. I had Silent Hill 2, and I didn't want to pick that up because I left that off in the middle. So instead, I opted to go for Rule of Rose, which should not be confused with Rumble Roses. One is a terrifying, little spooky, wonderful dog-saving game that we're experiencing right now. The other is wrestling. Not like real wrestling either, but like WWE wrestling. So, Rule of Rose it is. Let's get back in. Let me play with the gamma rating. Make it a little bit brighter, a little bit more Hulk. And we can continue. Character storylines depicted in this game are purely work of fiction. We did not kill anyone in the making of this game. I actually don't know anything about this studio either. I'll have to look that up earlier, or later. Not earlier. I wish I looked it up earlier, because normally I like to pay attention to that and speak to it a little bit. The only thing I saw was that, which was published by Atlas, which at the time really was just importing very Japanese games. But I really don't know anything about the developer at all with this. Usually I like to kind of see what their pedigree is, what else they've worked on before or after the game. So let me go to options. So turn the contrast up and turn the grain down a little bit. I know it adds to the atmosphere, but it's a little bit harder to figure out what's going on in the game. And what fun is there playing a game that you can't see what's going on? So let me go ahead and load. Let's go back to March. And like magic, we're back into the spooky mansion. And that almost helped nothing visually. Alright, so I have the creepy doll. Should now say there's a headless creepy doll. What is this? Jennifer found an old photo. The Faded group photo taken in front of the mission. And I was not one of them. remember picking this game up on a whim from GameStop ages ago because it was intriguing. Yeah, that's how I found out about there's the other haunted game, Haunting Ground specifically. It said haunting. The other spooky game. My brother worked at Blockbuster at the time, and he just randomly picked it up because when they were closing, everything was like buy 2 for $15. And he's like, whatever. It's like a Capcom-made PS2 game. I'll grab it. It's another game with another great dog. So rubbish man, tightly with rope. What game has a good dog? Haunting Ground? Have you actually played that? Because I know nothing about it. Huh. Look at you being top-notch with all these horror games. Fucking kid. Oh, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, kid, when we get back home. You're gonna get, as the folks say, a whooping. There are a lot of beds here. There used to be a lot of kids. I just got like a creepy vibe or whatever. Just the idea of like running a game like this where you need to deal with, pacify, whatever you want to call, all the ghosts of the place, and like as you go through, this would slowly fill up as you account for more and more of the children that you have to deal with spooky stories, if you will. Can I read the sign, or do I just go out the door? I guess I'll just go out, but I don't see anything to do in here. I feel like there should be a map of this place. Haunting Ground is the first game to utilize a hiding mechanic, enemies that would learn your behaviors. Or at least this is the first one I played. There's a choo-choo train. I'm going to be positive and look at the choo-choo train on the ground that goes into a door. To the hallway it's just in? Yeah, okay. So, another game that did that I played earlier was Clock Tower, where a man ran around a haunted mansion, shocker, and you could not kill him, but I forget what you were investigating, but you were there to, like, look into stuff, maybe the story of the Scissorman, but then, like, depending on where you hid, he just knew you were there, or didn't, depending on, I don't know if it was random. Like, for example, if he's chasing you, and, like, you knew he was coming into the room, like, you run into a room, and then you could hide under the bed or in a closet, and then, like, sometimes it felt random, like, I'd hide under the bed, he'd go and he'd look around, and then he'd leave, like, no big deal. And other times he'd come in there, you'd hide under the bed, and then maybe it's just because I did it again. I think it was like circa 95 or 96, so I don't remember, because I was yay big. But then he would just jam the scissors right through the bed into you. So, horrifying game. Should probably not have been playing at that age. But whatever. Come on, people. Why is there a skull on the ground and blood? I don't think I'm mentally prepared for this, Peachy. This is not Mario Sunshine. I'm glad one of us believes in me. I'm going to scream like a young little boy at some point. There's no shame in being afraid. See, she's reverting back to, like, earlier she was kind of relaxed. I didn't even realize that was a door. I was clicking, but... Oh, good. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna follow this boy. I don't know why I'm in exploring mode. I just need to find this boy and just... No, get your ass back here. We're going home. I will turn the car around. And we're gonna have the food back at the house. No chicken nuggies for you. You know, I thought you were gonna be good. Maybe get a Happy Meal, some chicken nuggies. Nope, those days are done. We're going home and you're gonna eat what's in the fridge. Tired of your shit, boy. Are you in here? Oh, fuck this. I'm done. Nope. Why is my controller vibrating? You're gonna make me control in the complete darkness? Totally normal, kids. Ugh. Beachy. When the unlucky girl approached the boy, he said, "My, aren't you a slowpoke, like always? Here, read me the rest of the story. You know, the book I handed you." I hate you. The little princess. You promise I won't die here. Yeah, that doesn't mean I won't be emotionally scarred. Alright. The poor little... Wait, what? 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 Always at her side. I don't remember the images. Like, did I miss that? Where's... Anyways, alright. Poor little girl sent away to a strange house at her new home. The aristocrat club lived by the rule of Rose, but the girl found herself very much alone. What the fuck? Sale on aisle 5. Sale on aisle 5. Cottage cheese. All those attending, please gather around at this time. No. I don't want more. Aisle 5. Come on, Jennifer. The funeral's about to begin. It's a funeral for your dead friend. Before she realized it, the boy was gone. The girl was left in confusion. Puppy? Puppy? Please be my friend. Well, I'm glad to know it wasn't the... Goya, you're fine. I'm not doing anything. I'm grabbing my... I thought I had a pop. Don't yell at me, Goya. I'm already terrified. I need a drink of liquid of some sort. This stream is brought to you by Taco Bell, Liv Moss. Not really, but that was dinner because I was in a rush. Alright. Let us continue. So I guess technically, yes, I would be dead without Taco Bell. So the stream is brought to you by Taco Bell. Rear stairway. I mean, the upside of me exploring a bunch is I think I have a fairly decent understanding of the layout of the house currently. Yep, still locked. And locked. Okay, apparently me knowing the house is irrelevant because now they've locked more doors. Oh, inner court. When the girl found out to the yard, she found a shovel standing before a grave. Oh. The unlucky girl sensed that something very dear to her was buried here, and if possessed, she began to dig furiously. I swear I can read the font is stretched on the screen I'm playing, because it's widescreen, so all the letters look kind of goofy. I promise I'm literate. Detroit Public Schools did good by me. Nope. Bro, no. No.
Just look at you. You're filthy.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on our flight. Attention all passengers. We will be taking off in a short while. Please take all large luggage to Section 8 of the freight storage compartment. Thank you.
Nope, not loving it. They're walking me somewhere? Fucking roll around, girl! Oh my goodness. This woman is infuriating. Yes, I would like to save, because nothing is good anymore. How? How are you... April? Princess, Cloverfield. How are you not swinging at all those fucking children? The unlucky Cloverfield. Sure, why not? I promise you won't die here, she said. Beachykins in the chat. 3 minutes later, I guess technically I may be alive. I don't know. I want to break free. The girl awoke. She found herself in a strange room, hearing a strange voice. It was a cold, lonely, stinky room, and she was a filthy girl.
Good
Good morning, Jennifer. How do you feel? Let's have a little chat, shall we?
You are totally fine. You and I have very different definitions of totally fine, or let alone fine, or even partially fine. Right, Goya? That's how I thought. Let's have a little chat. No, I don't want to talk.
So that's how you feel, is it?
Correct.
Jennifer, you know you've been a bad, bad girl. And bad girls need to be punished, don't they?
No.
A bad, bad girl who's not sorry, Anyway, I'll be the one giving the orders around here, okay?
No.
Silly girl. You still don't understand.
No.
Well, you will before long.
I don't want to understand. I want to go back. I'm sure I have, like, a book
Now,
collection.
I'm going to give you your
I could be
first
reading.
order. Every month you need to find a gift and bring it to the Aristocrat Club. If you don't, I'll kill you. Is there anything about this that you don't understand?
Yes.
Yes? Oh well, it doesn't really matter what you say. You see, Jennifer, there are really only two kinds of people in the world. Those who take orders and those who give them. And from now on, I'll be giving the orders. Not fair? Well, dear Jennifer, nothing's fair here. You will follow my orders or else. For I am the prince, and the prince rules. This is your life, but you'll play by my rules. Let the games begin, dear Jennifer.
Kill all these motherfuckers. And so, the rope was cut. Snip, snip. The girl joined the Aristocrat Club. Congratulations! Congratulations! Sorry. What? No, I'm going to murder that fucking kid. This better not be a survival game. This better be a hunt and murder game. Foul-smelling laundry baskets still on the shelf. Dirty clothes are stuffed inside them. Scissors are just out of her reach. Okay. Well, here's the save point, right? The blackguard board is badly smudged and unreadable. As the girl examined the headless scarecrow, it pleaded, "Lass, please help me find my head. Once I am whole again, I'll return the favor." This is the worst, absolute worst Howl's Moving Castle sequel I've ever played. As the girl looked at the rubbish bin, it spoke to her. "My belly is as dark as the night and as deep as the abyss. Anything in the world that has dropped will be collected inside it." Stocking items. Any items you collect can be stored in this rubbish bin. If you can't find a bin, just select it in the menu, select drop, and then it will be stored here. There's no need to worry about losing it. Stock an item? Sure. This looks complicated. So I have everything. I have food, I have equipment, I have dog. I have key. It has a cur. What's a cur? File and etc. I mean, I really have no reason to store anything yet, but Column A, column B. No, I want it to be all of column A. Pure murder game. Like, you know how, like, throughout the first couple games, Lara Croft becomes the Tomb Raider? I want to become the Prince Stabber. Let's see, when the girl examined the bucket, it pleaded, "Lass, please put me back atop my body. Back on top the headless scarecrow behind you. If you do, I'll help you in return." Jennifer found bucket. As the girl placed the bucket in its proper place, it spoke. "I am the Bucket Knight, keeper of promises. Yet time can be so cruel, for I have aged and cannot remember the past. You know what I refer to, and I know that you know. However, you do not know at the moment, nor can you remember. Let us recall our memories together in order to remember our promise." Story hints. When you aren't sure how to proceed, talk to the Bucket Knights and select Ask for Clues in order to receive a hint about what to do next. Ooh, I like when games do that. What is it that you seek? I will save, Bucket Knight. I don't like to save over the same save file because I've been burned many times in games before. Oh, that saved a hell of a lot faster than the first time. Alright, quite a bit of slots. Okay. So, poor, helpless, unlucky girl, tell me your tale. Ask for clues. If memory serves me correctly, the order you've been given is the reason you are here. It may be unpleasant, yet you have no choice but to follow it. A tribute to the Aristocrat Club. Yeah. That's your only clue. Cargo bay. I'm regretting this whole doing spooky. Fucking don't make me do that. Yeah, I'm regretting my idea of like, yay, it's spooky season. Let's stream some spooky. No, I want soft, cuddly Pokemons, goddammit. Fucking hate kids. This is how I become the Prince Stabber. I'm okay with that narrative. So here's the problem, is like the game just got super quiet now that they're not, you know, turning into Jigsaw on me. So let me see. Yeah, it doesn't let me play with... I can't play with like the sound or the visuals outside of the start. Girl on the Bus, Princess Red Rose, the Blimp. Oh, the Blimp is how my parents died, okay. Very much alone. Until she discovered a wonderful new friend, the girl called her companion and obeyed the rule of Rose. Oh. Well, I guess I meet a companion. Although I don't remember meeting my companion yet. Maybe they didn't think I would look at my book. You're invited to the Aristocrat Club. Right, Cran Aristocrats. I'm going. Your companion will not be human. Yeah, it better be a fucking dog. Because I don't trust people. Especially in this world and all the shit that's going on. So did the headmaster, like, get Lord of the Flight or something? Like, where the fuck is that guy at? I'd say he's doing a pretty shit job at this point. First class guest sector. Red Crayon Royalty. It's Red Rose Princess, the Bear Prince, the Duchess, the Countess, and the Baroness. The Burgoyce, poor beggar. Yeah, I just read all that, okay. Rule of gifts. Find a gift of the month. All members, so apparently March does matter. Which means I'm in April, so my guess is April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. They'll end in December, which would be 9 gifts. Yes, I had to use fingers to count that out. But it also made me thirsty. All members must participate. Tardiness, stealing, and cheating are prohibited. So is this just like Danganronpa? Junk toys and more. No refunds, only exchanges. Red Crayon vs. the Cats. The girl has found a strange door, but where does it lead? No, but not no. Ma'am. Ma'am. Beachy. Not helping. Oh, no, don't. No. No, people. I will read the poster. This month's gift, a beautiful butterfly, one per person. Check the box. Change box attached to the door. I came through this door earlier. Ah, fuck, I clicked. Let's see what it said. So I remember seeing like this attached on the other side. Things can be placed inside of it. Okay. So I think on the other side of this was... So this is like a mirror verse of the mansion, maybe? So I feel like the other side of this door is where they had all the bunks. Oh, hang on one second. I think... One, Goya's stretching, but I also think I should be running an ad right now. Or... Ha! My timing is mostly right. Yeah, it's in the middle of running an ad, so... I'll continue playing momentarily. So, yeah, I'm what they call a wuss. So this is going to be fun so far. I did stream Silent Hill 2 for... I think it was like the first 6 or maybe 9 hours of that game. There were a couple moments where I just did not want to play anymore. That game got very aggressive, and it was interesting. We'll say that. It was very interesting. Very disturbing. Not a lot of jump scares, but it was enough. There was enough going on where pushing forward on the controller was not ideal. Anything short of putting the controller down was a bad idea. I don't watch a lot of horror movies. Like, I think the last horror movie I saw was probably back in 2003, 4. Oh, no, wait. I watched The Descent, about all the people getting stuck in the cave about 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. So that was a horror movie, and especially if you got claustrophobia, not a good time. But I did enjoy it. I just don't think I'm going to be watching it again anytime soon. See, beyond that, game-wise, I probably play more scary things than I do watch stuff. I did play Dead Space on PS3 probably like 2017. I'm looking forward to the remake. I'm also more so looking forward to the Callisto Protocol. That's supposed to be coming out, I think, December. You know, a good Christmas gift. Hang on one second. Let me... So another ad will start in 50 minutes. It's 8:20, so we'll just say 8:15, yeah. I need to pay attention, and then hopefully, at that time, run an ad. Well, you know what? I'm glad you love them. I think maybe we should hang out and then we play. You play, I watch and cover my eyes like this, and then we'll call it even. That way I can get the experience of what's supposed to be going on without actually being terrified. Because if I can nope out, or I can nope out and grab this thing and goof off, it's a win. Oh, the other horror game, I did actually enjoy Alien Isolation, where you're sneaking around the Nostromo and being hunted by the alien and all the fucking robots. That was a good time. I did enjoy Alien Isolation, but once again, once I'm done with it, I will never play it again. But I did pre-order, like I said, Callisto Protocol and Dead Space Remastered, so I do have some horror games in my future. We should somehow figure that out, that way I'm not gonna scream like a little boy. Alright, let's see. So, can't make an offering because I don't have anything. Open the door. Oh, good. I didn't take a dart to the neck. I wasn't sure about that. As the unlucky girl stood helplessly, the door spoke. Give me a beautiful butterfly, one per person. Is that clear? No gift, no entry. Give me a butterfly, give me a butterfly. Find one and you shall be invited to join the Aristocrat Club. I don't know what's going on with this. Which, I know it's early, I get that is the point, but like, I don't even have a light frame of reference, probably because I don't watch a whole lot of horror, to really even see where this is going or why I don't just fucking take off at this point. Fuck it. I don't need to save. I've barely done anything. Oh. No, I don't need to stock an item. That was an accident. My cat, Coconut, brushed against me and made me jump. Alright, so this is like a save room then. So I've got my chest and I've got my bucket knight. First class, because really vague at the beginning. Yeah. I mean, that's a big piece of horror, right? Is not knowing. So once I start to know, it becomes. Looking through the window, the unlucky girl saw that she was above the clouds. What? The airship slowly swam through the sky, carrying the helpless girl. I'm in an airship? What? So, I guess that's why I'm not just running away. There are wear marks on this wall. And my parents died in a blimp. I know, because I have the graphic image written in my little coloring book. What's this say? Oh, it's this again. Alright, so what am I looking at? So this is... I missed this earlier. Social, refined, Duchess Diana. Who's next? Countess Eleanor, Baroness Meg, lower class, poor Amanda, beggar Jennifer. Oh shit, I'm gonna be making my way up the ranks. What up now? So how do I get a butterfly if I'm in an airship? I don't like how dark this is, though. That's one thing I'm not liking about this right now. Like, I get dark is spooky, but there also gets to a point where it becomes frustrating. Yeah, I'm sure if you're playing in the dark on a TV, things might be a little bit brighter. But it's definitely very dark on the stream, at least on my inputs. It's a small diary with a floral pattern on its cover inside the case. However, the case is locked. See, like this room, I'm fine with this. Like, I don't feel like needles, thread, cloth, and other sewing tools neatly stored here. Like this room, I'm okay with this level of brightness. This would be awesome all the time. Like, technically over here, I don't know on the stream how it's looking, but I legit can't see anything over there. God fucking got me on that one, you asshole. I jumped. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. God, I can't wait to get a dog that eats children. Filth room, that's where I belong. Oh shit, it is. Oh, I was joking. I didn't realize it's called the filth room because that's my room. Alright, so I'm going to try one more time to see if I can crank the brightness without completely washing everything away, but... Goya, you made me almost... cat. Hi. Alright, so let me do one more reset, load this up, and see if we can get that brightness up just a smidge. By smidge, I mean all the way up, and then go from there. See, because it's got to be the game, because, like, this visual right here looks normal on my TV and everything. Goya, why are you pushing buttons? No, cat is not in control. This is not Silent Hill. Hi, buddy. Alright, so let's go. Let's get back down to Rule of Rose. Said not to be confused with Rumble Roses. Very different game. A little bit more suplexing going on in that one. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. All the pets. Views expressed within do not reflect those of Atlas USA. That's a weird message. I'm not used to seeing that for games. Like, Assassin's Creed has that warning of, like, views don't represent blah, 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 because they go into a lot of, like, religion and stuff like that. Alright, while this is loading. So Rule of Rose is a survival game. Damn! So this game, you know, it's always grain of salt online, but, like, this game is going for, like, a couple $100 easy. Complete. Not even sealed. It's just complete. A couple $100. And I'm looking at let's get the audio down for a second. So I'm looking at a collection right now of people have 4 games that have been rated. I think they're all sealed. But Kuon, Haunting Ground, Rule of Rose, and a game I haven't heard of called Obscure. They currently list it for... Let's see if this will show up on stream. Probably not very well, but... $49,000. But don't worry, they give you free shipping with that. Once payment is confirmed, consent on game's conditions, no further cancellations, no refunds, no returns. Shipped for free via DHL worldwide. No, motherfucker, you are going to carry that to my house at that point. If I pay $50,000, you can take a road trip. Well, if you were never going to play it again, there are worse ways to decide its fate. Yeah, I'm definitely, like, just a quick glance online, but I'm seeing, like, actual sales for $200 to $300. Complete, opened, whatever. Haunting Ground, that's another $300. So, these things are worth a pretty penny. Alright, let's see. Get this loaded up. Definitely don't think that set of 4 games is worth $50K. That's just absurd. Alright, so continuing on with Rule of Rose. Hopefully I can see a little bit better. Hopefully that's visible on your end too. It might be a smidge better. It's official measurement. Smidge. Not 2 smidges, just 1 smidge. But definitely more than a half smidge. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit brighter now. Okay, I don't recognize where that green butterfly went. I want to say it came out of here and they showed me the scene, but I don't know which way they went. It's really weird how over the years I've just become very accustomed to playing things in first person, to the point of where, like, not being in first person is actually slightly disorienting, figuring out the space and where things were occurring at. There's nothing up there. It came from there. This is... okay, so this is the door I came through when there was the cutscene. I went in here, there's nothing in here. There's the book, but it doesn't, like, let me take the book. The case is locked, okay. There's the threads and the needles. They wouldn't let me do anything with that. I want to open a door to a large cage. Isn't that what I'm currently in? Cargo bay. Yeah, because this is... feels like a large cage. Unless there's the door by the large cage? No. Here, so I went over there. I think just this one. Let's try going back to the where's the crank club? Sector 8 stairway. This is where, yeah, I saw the marks on the wall, but I can't open it. That's where I looked over, I saw on the cloud. How does this open? This is when I mentioned that I'm probably in a blimp, like how my parents died. It's down this hall, so to the left is where the boxes to make the donations. This was... I don't remember what this was. There's no hidden wall to go through on this side. Oh, fuck. Alright. Alright, so kids in the library. What about this one? Oh, that is the library. Ah! Why doesn't he have any clothes on? He's just wearing a box on his head. Sick room. Oh, I have not been in here yet, though. It's a drawing of a large flying fish. It's also a cute picture of children playing happily together. And above it says rabbit. Drawing of a rabbit. Get the impression that it means a lot to its owner. Yeah, but it's in the sick room. Oh, there's a person! The lucky girl met Hoffman, the strict teacher. What was crossed out on the rabbit pic? More rabbits? When Hoffman caught Jennifer looking at him, he snapped at her.
Dirty wretch! Why are you always shirking your duties?
Bro, I don't know who the fuck you are. Met Clara, the frightened princess. As the princess looked down, she spoke to the girl with a feeble voice.
How dirty?
Bro, you're in the sick room. How am I the dirty one? First class guest sector. Weird. They're letting me peek in the crack now. There's just two kids playing in there. Alright, so let me go back into the sick room. I couldn't make out what was scribbled out with the rabbit. Like, I know it's there, but like I can't actually see anything. On my side, it looks like maybe they're trying to write rabbit and they spelled it wrong. Like R-A-B-I-T, and then they said, fuck this, I was wrong, and then I redid it. Alright, so there's other people that are here too, and they're okay with this whole rule of rose thing. Alright, so that's the sick room, that's the library. I was able to peek through. Yeah, she alternates between the that's when I made the joke about she was running up that hill to make a deal with God. Yeah, and then this is the other one she does. I'm protected when I do this. Which is why she got herself shoved into a box after they poured water all over her and then carried her around. Alright, Alright, so go back down to the cargo. God, you're just like the game. You're just telling me what to do. You're gonna ask me to start... are you gonna start soliciting gifts as well? Alright, kid. So let me see if I can get back down there. It's not this hallway, so it's actually the opposite. I'm trying to kick my socks off, which is why I have that very serious look all of a sudden, because it takes a lot of concentration. Butterflies, please. Like the Mariah Carey song? Like I would try, I will butcher it so bad, but I will try my darndest to learn Butterfly then. Alright. So this is where they want the butterflies. Like, I almost want to start drawing a map. I'm so spoiled by games providing that stuff. Hang on. Alright, settled in for more spooky stream. Alright, let's see, back down the stairs. Cargo bay. That's what I'm saying, like, I wish I could do a first-person view that we can actually read what's, like, on the door before I try going in there. I think this is the cargo bay? So, Sector 8, cargo bay. Okay, so I'm in the cargo bay, and then go to the left. There will be a hallway. Alright, so hang on, I'm checking. So, there's the cage. There's this. There's that. There's this. There's this darkness, and so here's the hallway. Which was to the right, but maybe I came in wrong. Fucking knew that was in there, and it still gets me. God damn it. Little asshole children. Here's another hallway. Ooh, this is a new thing. Okay. All this paper in the rubbish bin. Take laundry to the filth room. Waste paper, rubbish bin, laundry, filth room. Filth room. Which is where I came from. No, I don't want to stock an item. I still can't reach the scissors, which I'm sure at some point would be useful. There's the bucket. Yeah, so this is where I started. So if I go in here now? Sector 9 turbine area I have not been in. There we go. We got some progress. The fuck? Why would they do that? What the fuck, people? The dog was all alone, tied up and hung up from the ceiling. I see that. No means of cut the ropes and free him. The unlucky girl can only stand by and watch the poor creature struggle. I will chew that rope for this dude. I don't need a sharp object. I will just bite my way through that rope. Many boxes are stacked up. Okay, how about I take one that way I can go back and get those scissors? Backup parts room. There's got to be at least one sharp thing in here. Large boards, huge pieces of cloth, thick ropes, and steel rods seem to be spare parts for the airship. Airship map. Wow, that would have been useful. Map with doodles all over it. White on white is not a good idea, game. By selecting and choosing select button, you can go in and out of the map by pressing square button or scroll using the left analog stick. That is wonderful. You are here in the spare parts room. Alright, so I've done all of this crap. Not all of it, I guess, but part of it. Floor. Lounge. I'm guessing that's the Aristocrat Club. VIP room, saloon, medical room, library. Lounge. Passenger corridors, which I've not really been in yet. Is there a third floor? Oh, there is a third floor. Oh, fuck that. That looks awful. Yeah, I got myself kidnapped. I was looking around the mansion, and then I found a grave, and then I felt the urge to dig in the grave, because there's something in there for me, so I dig, and I open up what looks like a box coffin, and I see something nestled up inside of it. Then I just sort of sit there as kids started gathering around me. They all poured water over me, and they called me filthy. And then they said, like, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. They threw me, well, very gently, because I didn't really fight them at all. So somehow I ended up in the box. I wake up, and they're carrying me away in the box as I kind of see the moonlight through the crack in it. And then I wake up, and I'm in an airship where I was tied up. I was told that do as I say, otherwise you die. Bring me a gift every month, otherwise you die. I'm the prince and I rule. Ha 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 ha. And so now what I'm doing is I'm going around this area trying to find a gift, which I guess this month they want a butterfly. I've seen one green butterfly and then someone else is chasing it. So it seems like it's almost like a only one of us can go on situation. But more or less, yes, that's how I got to an airship. Excuse me, I did not intentionally nor willingly go on this airship. And I'm very pissed off that I can't just not be on this airship. It's not like Final Fantasy, I'll tell you that. Final Fantasy Fridays definitely beat Spooky Stream Fridays. Both include airships, though. So, I guess some similarity. Starboard livestock. It's a fucking child. Unlucky girl Eleanor, the princess as cold as ice. Inside the acrid room, the princess shot an icy glare and said,
Yes, she is a pain.
The cage is small, leaving no room for the fowls to spread their wings. Even so, the birds waddle around busily. Alright, so I'm going to get one line of dialogue from Eleanor. Oh, and the kids that kidnapped me / poured water on me and called me filthy, they're referred to as the Aristocrat Club. Electric panel, okay, that's probably useful. Didn't I miss the There's a speaking tube, and nothing can be heard from it. Oh, no, I'm in the quarters. Interesting. What the fuck? What is moving? Oh, just their clothes. Oh, there's kids running around. Like, everyone is just okay with this. Like, this is completely normal. Unlucky girl met Diana, the strong-willed princess. I thought she was a duchess. As she gathered her courage to speak to the princess cursed.
She's such a pain.
She's such a pain.
She really annoys me.
She really annoys me.
Just terrible.
Absolutely terrible. Deep sigh, just like a teenager.
Just terrible.
Just terrible. Go back to your wine. This game does make me want to, like, throw children though. So, this is interesting. So I went through turbine, so the dog's marked on the map. So this will keep going to passenger, generator room, smoking room, kitchen. There's a whole lot of stuff to go through. This is such a weird game. Nope. More people. Met Martha, the Queen of Cleaning. The Queen glared at Jennifer as she was filthier than dirt itself.
Filthy wretch.
Filthy? What is people? What have I done? Why am I disgusting? Smoking room. Met Thomas, the mischievous prince. Prince, who had been busy with all his antics, finally stopped and spoke to the girl.
A new girl. A new girl.
Calm down, Smeagol.
What's she like? Really scrawny.
Choo-choo.
Really scrawny.
Okay, so you don't really like him. Kinda sucks. Alright. Let's go past him. So that will just lead me back to where I was. Alright, so right now I know a couple things. I know that I've got a dog tied up. I know that there's some scissors that if I was a little bit taller I could reach. I know there's a lot of people that if I had those scissors I'd like to stab. That's okay, so I understand. Wait, what does it say? New girl? Oh, so the new girl he was talking about wasn't me? Huh. What's going on here? I believe I already went through. Yeah, the smoke room is where the choo-choo kid is. Chugga, 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 Ka-choo-choo. And then across from him is the cleaning lady who says, I'm a filthy wretch. And the door's locked. Okay, so I can't go any further that way. Olivia, the tearful princess. Princess cried on. The girl gathered her courage and spoke to her. She cried on and on. Did she kill her butterfly? Green butterfly is on the ground. Take the butterfly? Yeah. Whoa! You fucking...
Deserve to be gobbled up.
I deserve to be gobbled up. The fuck is your deal, girl? Oh, fuck me. I can equip a fork, which means I'm going to start stabbing people, which I'm both excited for and not. In my most recent D&D campaign, I've been stabbed with a fork for damage. So I guess this is just karma, letting me get back into the saddle again. Hang on, let me move something. For some reason I don't like where the chat is at on this, so let me visibly move that up a bunch. Yeah, good enough. Let's see. So, let's see. Some items can be equipped as weapons. Just check to see if the equip is available when you're in the menu screen. Dessert fork. It's dead green butterfly. Its wings are tattered and mostly fallen off. Cool. I think that counts. They said they wanted a butterfly. They didn't say anything about it being alive. Shaped like a leaf. Could it be part of something else? I'm happy to have made some progress. I now have a fork, which I can equip. Butterfly. Let me look. Okay, so it will always show me the same thing. Copper leaf. Nothing happens when I use it. Okay. So now I have a fork. How do I stab? Oh god, I'm gonna get fucking killed. This is what I do. This is my survival. Oh, I look away while swinging wildly with a fork. Lady, you could not hurt a potato with that. One-leaf clover. She's dabbing. She is going to kill you with insult. Alright, so let me... No, not the butterfly. Let me use the copper leaf. Nothing happens. Okay. Ugh. Two-leaf clover. Okay. Four-leaf clover? Yeah. Okay. So I have a one-leaf clover, a two-leaf clover, and a four-leaf clover, but there's no three-leaf clover. Unless I'm missing something. Ah, here it is. Okay, so I wonder... What's the what with that? Can I equip the clover on this thing? I thought I tried that, but... I'm Jennifer, the master of not locking. Alright, so I've got a fork and a butterfly. I wonder if I can turn in the butterfly. Probably not, but whatever. Oh, can I stab this kid? Fuck you. This game won't let me have any happiness. Told you I want to be the prince stabber. This is how I became the prince stabber. I've got my knife or fork and halfway there. Just like that Bon Jovi song. Filthy wretch. What's this room? Is that the smoking room? No, women's lavatory. Must be because the crack in the mirrors, but you see the illusion of strange man in the reflection. Not at all creepy. Good thing I have my safety fork with me. Swimming men's lavatory? Yeah, sure, why not, lady? Come on, boy. Lucky girl met Xavier the gluttonous prince. As the prince chewed with his mouth full, he spoke to her.
Did you hear the news?
Witches must love to clean. They're always carrying brooms, right? The witch over there has only got rags, though. Maybe you should clean up like they do, or else spooky things will come and do it.
Did you hear the latest?
The witch keeps very important keys. I forget what the keys are for, though.
I'm telling you, we're in trouble now.
You're especially dirty, so the spooky things are sure to come and clean you up. Even Mr. Hoffman said you have to go clean up, or else you get cleaned up.
Did you hear the news?
Alright, so then he's looping. Can't change the camera. What a fucking weirdo just hanging out in the bathroom like this. Just like waiting for the next person to come in while he rubs his belly. Did you hear the news? You gotta rub my belly for the news. Fucking weirdo. Like, go hang out in a bedroom, kid. Talking about filthy. Alright, so that's her. So I have a fork now, I have a butterfly. Hoping I can turn that butterfly in.
What?
Let me go on this side. Should be the same thing, but technically I came through on the other side, so I might be overlooking something, so I figured this is a safe way to check into that. Yeah, cherish that fork like it's gonna save you at some point, lady. I don't think the fork will let me cut down the dog, but... It's Eleanor... I think it's Eleanor. I don't think it's going to tell me their name again. Alright, so let me look at old photo. Because I remember the fat kid on the right. So then there's the naked kid that was playing with his choo-choo. The doctor guy up top, he was the headmaster, or the guy who was angry with me. The little girl in front of him is the fork stabbing the butterfly girl. I don't think I saw any of the three on the left. I don't recognize which girl was the one that was sitting at the table. Interesting. I know, it's very terrifying. So this is where my dog is at. But he's not my dog yet. Good stretch, buddy. So this is the spare parts room. That's where I get my map. So I now have a map, a fork, a butterfly, a general idea of what's going on. Insanity, I believe is what it's called. Alright, cool. Now I need to get my dog down. I know I need to get a box to reach the scissors. How to kind of get around. I think that's my filth room there. I hear crying. That's new. Nope. Nope. Not having potato people. Oh, Goya, your timing is awful. There's psycho strings going on and potato people that have come for me. Like, I love you, bud, but your timing is going to ruin me. Well, that's our stream for tonight, everyone. Have a good one. I'm not gonna fork no forking potatoes. See, I'm busy. I've got a cat. Don't you try and leave me here all alone to deal with the potato heads. These are the worst looking Kodama I've ever seen. You okay, bud? Attack. Hold down the R1, ready for combat. Press X to quickly attack. You will inflict greater damage if you have a weapon equipped with a fork. Damage. Getting hit or grabbed by enemies depletes your health. Shake them off. Quickly move your analog stick back and forth. So panic. Okay, I can do that. And if you keep taking damage, you'll slow down and eventually collapse. Gain more land. So remember to replenish your health using recovery items after taking damage. Fuck this thing! Oh, stop hugging me! Oh, left stick, left stick, left stick. Stab. Kill? Yeah, step on it. Fucking die, Potato Kodama. Oh, stab it some more. Why is it a thing? So is there anything that shows... Oh, that red is probably my health then. Sorry, okay. Actually, Goya, I need the mouse for a second. I know you're a cat and you like mice, but fuck that. Alright. I think... I have an ad running in 90 seconds, so I'm going to run that now. I will be back in 3 minutes. 9:15, so I'll be back at 9:18. I am going to step away for those 3 minutes to reclaim my my lost manliness, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know, but lost. I'll be back 3 minutes, 9:18. Thank you. Alright. Let's see. So ad still has 45 seconds, and then I will be back. The what? The what? What? The baddies won't get worse from here. No, the baddies were enough. Games aren't supposed to get harder. They're supposed to get easier as we play. Chat break. I mean, I'll let the ad run for another 45 seconds before I continue. So right now we have Cat Butt. Cat Butt is the best thing in the world right now. Hey, buddy. Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, also for those of you that either one, haven't been around forever because I haven't streamed in forever, or two, are new, this guy right here, is unfortunately my warden and decides when it's time for bed. So usually around 10 o'clock he starts getting a little aggressive with, "Get off the stream, Dad, we're done here." So I fully anticipate that to be a thing when we hit about 10:30. But I'm going to try and stick it out till about 11. We'll see what a good cutoff point may be, and also depending on how belligerent he's getting, if I can get any of the game done at that point. But either way, so the ads are done. I have changed my pants after that potato child terrified me. And we can continue this awful, horrible, wonderful, awful, spooky season experience. Assuming Goya lets me. I have killed the potato child. Its blood has been absorbed into the airship that I'm in. I am apparently filthy, and I'm tired of being filthy. So this way goes to the aristocrats. Let's see if I can shove that butterfly in the box and then call it a day. Maybe if I do that, I can beat the game. No, I didn't want to. Cat, you're weirding me out, bud. Just saying a lot tonight. Yeah, that's a napkin. Congratulations. You've killed the napkin. This is all that remains. You made me miss stuff, Goya. There was important dialogue that told me how I'm gonna die. And you've now taken that from me because you felt like killing that napkin. Come on. Yeah, you murdered that napkin. It had no right being in this place this time of night. Maybe you can fight the potato children for me, Goya. You seem pretty good at being a killer. You are an apex predator, after all. Alright. Once upon a time,
there was
a lucky girl.
All she wanted was to be happy. So she went to a clover field. She found a one-leaf clover, but she dropped it on the road. She found a two-leaf clover, but it slipped into the shadows. She found a three-leaf clover, but a witch hid it away.
So road, shadows,
She
witch.
wanted to find a four-leaf clover, but she was too unlucky. Once upon a time, there was an unlucky girl. All she wanted was to be happy. So she went to a clover.
I'm going to give you a dead
She
butterfly.
found
Yeah, I think the witch was the lady that was cleaning. I'm offering a green butterfly. The door said to the unlucky girl, "You call this a beautiful butterfly? Are you blind? Give me a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. And you shall be invited to join the Aristocrat Club." Those kids dropped something by the chairs. I'm okay with that. Yeah, the weird fat kid. Never mind, I was gonna say needs to die, but they all need to die. Every last one of those motherfuckers need to pay. Alright, where were those chairs? Here we go. one-leaf clover. So Duchess Diana, I remember seeing her. Countess Eleanor, I've seen her. I don't think I've seen Meg. Not by name. Poor Amanda, and then Beggar Jennifer. I'm guessing Amanda is the kid who stabbed the butterfly. What the fuck? Stab! In front of the lucky girl stood a man in a brown coat, she'd never seen before. Smash. I handed her a storybook. No, I've got enough storybooks. The BMG is starting to get annoying. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just... It's stuff like Bioshock. Once upon a time, there was an unlucky girl. I know that. Well, she wanted us to be happy, so she went to a clover field. She found a one-leaf clover. She dropped on the floor. Two-leaf clover, but it slipped in the shadows. Three-leaf, the witch hid it away. Four-leaf, she was too unlucky. I guess that's for people if they weren't listening. And like magic, he vanished. Let's see if we go here. Is it the cello? Is Potato Kid still dead? Because I'm okay with that. Alright, so what so I got the clover, so now I guess I gotta run back that way, huh? Oh, was that shut before? Broadcast equipment set up here. Whose voice must have been using this? Oh yeah, it's the kid who was spying on me. So that's how he was able to see me. I was wondering about that because there's no video cameras at this point in time. So that kid was the one who's the prince then? It's dark inside locker. You can't tell how deep it is. The distinct smell of cleaning supplies is present. Yeah, so this is the filth room. I know my filth room when I see it. Alright, so inside the filth room, so this is where I started Pocky. I was tied up with rope, and then that shiny thing above me is scissors that lower down and cut it for me. After I was belligerent, said, no, I don't listen, no, I don't trust you, no, I don't want to deal with this. But I do want to save because I haven't saved in a while. Rattle your bucket. Shiver me timbers. Shaking the bones. Alright, so save successful. Let me go ahead and see. Tell me your tale. Let's ask for clues. Memory serves correctly. The green butterfly you offered was too filthy and it was rejected. Your beloved friend is tied up and hanging by a rope. Cut the rope and remember the name of your friend. Remember your bond with him. That is your only cute clue. Yeah, I know I need to cut the rope. I need the scissors that I can't reach because I'm short. It's a big wooden box covered with dirt and grass. The second side is covered in animal hair. Yeah, so that's the box that carried me in. Can I just slide that over so I can grab the fucking scissors? It's the trash can in case I throw something away. Making some sense of it, but I'm still... I mean, I guess that's survival games. You never really figure them out until the end, because once you know what's going on, or you find yourself in a powerful position, it's no longer a survival game. And so that's my woof woof, which I can't get to yet. So I'm going to keep on going and get to the whatchamacallit, to the clover room and use the first, or the one-leaf clover at least. Just cross over where this lady's calling me filthy, or sighs at me. So this will be the one that leads to the, what I think is the witch who's scrubbing and cleaning. Boys' room where the fucking little fat dude is rubbing his belly. This lady's cleaning. I'm still filthy because I'm the beggar. So let me go upstairs, and this is back to the clover room. Alright, so single clover. Yay! Where to go? Locked. Hey, there's a boy or a girl or something. Hi. Lucky girl, Nicholas the Sloppy Prince. Look of annoyance, the prince clicked his tongue and mumbled,
Why, you! Go away! Go away!
I'm a shadow, a shadow. Shadow had the two-leaf clover. Your mom calls me the Sloppy Prince. I don't know what to do with that. I mean, good for her. I'm happy she's found someone. That's very good. She's a lovely lady. She could use some, you know, some positive reinforcement. Oh, I don't like this setup up here at all. I'm already very confused. Let's look at the map. Ah, it's this place. Bum, 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 bum. Fucking kids, I swear to God. I'm gonna burn all you fuckers. I'm gonna light the Zeppelin up and just be fucking done with this game. Alright. So if I go up and to the right, that'll take me to the next section as well. Assuming that the little bastards are just gonna shut the door on me again. Okay, good. Guest room hall. Oh, the guest room hall is where... Okay, I didn't realize that. So if anything, I was pushing towards the lounge. Yeah, I'll do that. This is what I thought I tried doing, but I couldn't. The door was locked. That one was locked too, so I won't be able to do that. So I guess I'll try going left. See if I can go on like the out. Did I go the opposite? Lord help me. So now I'm on the side. See if I can go in any of these doors. See, it's something I liked with Silent Hill 2 did a really good job, which came out a couple years before this, and I wouldn't mind if they stole it. But whenever you like click on a door to try and go in there, it would actually update the map with like a check or an X to say, hey, this is no good. Don't waste your time. Or if it opened, then it would show like an openable icon. So it helped a bunch while you're exploring to like fill out the map and figure out where you need to go back to. Alright, so I can't go in any of these doors then, so they're just here to be filler. Excuse me. Alright, so that is going to be those two. That would lead back to the room that, the Clover room is what I'll call that. This way will lead me down. But there's a door. Nope, nothing. Oh, games have come a far way from here to Fortnite. Knock knock, have you heard the good news? Subscribe to our newsletter to hear more about Jesus coming back. Please don't do that. Okay, so the next thing we can really do is check the south side of the map, which is the opposite direction of where I'm going. I feel like those bucket knights should give me better clues. Like, I feel like, if anything, they're just emphasizing the stuff I've already done. So if you're paying attention, you should already know that. That's just my thoughts. Alright, so that's not going to work, so this isn't going to work either. So really, there's nothing for me to do in this corridor then. There's just the sloppy prince running about. Because that is all of these, you know, center 6 rooms. When I try going there, that's... Excuse me, so that's the Clover room. I can't get to the lounge yet? I thought I tried. Let me try again. You spin me right round, round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Is that this way? Yeah. So if I go straight, hit this door, see if I can go through it. It's going to be a hard no. So that doesn't work, so then I will go back, cut left, around, and try that one more time. And if you're seeing what I'm missing, by all means yell at me, because I don't know what I'm doing here. You think that I have the key to get into the Clover field that... There would have been something in here. Other than talking to this fuck. Which there's not a decent person in here. Alright, so I'm gonna go back. There's nothing for me to do in here. Maybe something else I'll activate. Alright, so the only other thing I was... Whoa, my computer Camera dropped, so I don't know what I did. Give me a second. My computer went ba-ba-bung, and then now my camera is not activated. So something got knocked loose. I don't know why. Hang on. No, you see me frozen in time. I'm not actually steering in one position. Ah, technology is wonderful. How or why? I want to go to the Sector 8 main passage. Alright, let me see if I can get my camera fixed, and then we will do just that. See if I can just change a scene, if it will jump back on. Nope, that's still awful me. Alright, uno momento. Goy is providing updates for you. Alright, so I don't think the camera's going to want to come back on. I don't know what happened. Oh, technology's the best. Alright, so let me try one last thing, and then we will continue. Sans picture, I guess. So we will do this. Logitech. Good stretch, Goy. Congratulations. Well, that's a bummer. I'm not a fan of my technology just randomly dropping on me. That's not what it's supposed to do, last I checked. I can hear the Windows noise of it, like, connecting and then dropping, then connecting again. Okay, cool. So it's working on this part. So the camera is actually connected. Let's see if we can get it to show up on the stream, though. There's a way for me to reset that. Properties. Oh, go ahead. You need to not lay on the spacebar. That doesn't help either. Alright, so let me go to this. Ah, nope, that's a game in a game. Close enough, Goya. I am ginormous, though. Look at that giant human on the screen. That's not supposed to happen. Hang on, Goya. It did a thing. It's crazy how technology works. Sometimes things do things, but most of the time it does not. It made me ginormous, which is not what I was looking to do. So now it's really just a matter of getting proportions back down, right? Oof, no, I am stretched. I actually don't look like that in real life. I'm squished in a sense. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with the exact dimensions later. Oh, that's why. Hold on. I forgot because I actually do that. I cut off part of the image. Drop this there. Stretch it up. This is a little bit more appropriate about the way I look. I know that none of you ever seen me in real life before, so therefore you're very confused right now. But so let's grab it. Alt, stretch this out. Boom. Oh, we're mostly back in business. Usually I'm a perfectionist. I'll make do with it. That way we can continue the stream, and I'll figure out later. One, why it dropped. Two, get the positioning back to where it should be. But good enough. Hi, friends. Welcome back. Alright, so celebrations are indeed in order. So thank you, Beachkins, for the support. Now we need to find out Sector 8 main passage is what I'm assuming. Alright, so let me drop floors. So Sector 8... Sector 8 cargo, so I'm assuming it's going to be in... Because the further down I go, the lower they drop. So Sector 2, Sector 6... 7, so yeah, so 8 is going to be that chunk there, because that's Sector 9, so, alright, so I'm going to that room. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do is, I didn't know if I could, so I don't think I can combine this with, yeah. I was hoping I could just merge it with the one-leaf clover that I have to make it a two-leaf clover, but that would just be too easy. Of course not. Alright, you keep on mopping, let me run back, lady. And I better not run to any more fucking potato children. Because I am ready for a potassium high, my friends. See a boy run out of room, that's where you need to go. No, I should not see anything like that, because that sounds horrible. Well, that's where I did do that. That's where the boy ran out of the room that I was being watched from, so then I was able to go into that room where he was initially watching me, but I didn't see anything to do in there. Yeah, because that's the filth room, so what you're talking about was the boy ran out of this door, which was previously locked to me. So there's the broom closet, which had a cupboard full of chemicals that I said is too deep. It's so dark in the locker you can't tell how deep it is. Distinct smell of cleaning supplies is present. Okay, so I've got that part. Sorry, let me move. I'm moving the mic around for a small bit. But I don't see anything else to interact with in here. There was the eye hole that I looked through. Oh, never. God damn it. Yes, you're right. There's a button. It's so hard to make sense of what's going on in this. like, see, for example, I did not want to go in the closet. I wanted to go out the door. Yeah, I'm going to try throwing this on my old CRT TV later, tomorrow after the stream, to try and see if it is actually this dark or if there's something I can do to brighten it up. Because I do have to do a pass-through device to feed it through a monitor because PS2 doesn't output in HDMI to begin with. It's the only thing I can hook up to my monitor or the Elgato, the stream capture device. Unlucky girl examined the scissors and they suddenly spoke. No thanks necessary. Might have been better off being bound than being free to feel pain. So scary. What the fuck? Scissors that cut the rope, they're rather rusty. Oh, perfect for stabbing. Can I actually equip? No, I can't equip. Okay. Thank you for that, because I was probably not going to go back to that room and check again. I would have just been lost in by the dirty boy or whatever. So now I've got my scissors and go cut down my dog. And I would consider that a win for the night. If nothing else happens, I freed my dog. Where's my woof woof? Yeah, I'm gonna get you, boy. Don't you worry. We're gonna get these evil fuckers. I don't know how you let them tie you up like this. But then again, I let them take me to an airship, so I understand, I guess. Oh, that was a hard thud. Lucky girl cut the rope, scissor, and freed the dog. Oh, he needs food. He seems quite happy. Dog stood there and wouldn't move. Looked up the girl as he wanted something, waiting for her reaction. Who's your good boy, although you're a little scrawny. Let me look at it, because I forget his name. I'm collaring him. Brown, that's his name. Who's your good pup? Who's your good boy? There you go. Brown.
Brown.
Here's your good pup. He looks a little healthier from that angle. Giving commands to Brown. Press circle to order Brown to come to Jennifer. Square to stay. Brown can track down items by following their scent. Have Brown track down an item by smelling the box on the shelf for starters. Biscuit tin. Use the find command to open the menu. Open the menu, select an appropriate item, then press triangle. During the tutorial, biscuit tin cannot be dropped. See, I was wondering about that. I saw in the items that find was the thing. I was like, how? What? How am I going to find something that's already in my inventory? Ah, that's interesting. So I have equipped and I have find. No, I said no. Oh my god, game. I swear I said no.
Go! 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 Stay! Come! Go!
So, they designed this game with this dog first and foremost, because I will say 3 of the buttons are dedicated to the dog. 1 is dedicated to me. Sorry, 2. I have guard, which is R1, and then X for stab. Dog has square, triangle, and circle. So clearly that dog was intended to be more important. Alright, so triangle is the find. Okay. Found biscuit. Okay, so what do I do with the biscuit? Do I eat it, or is it for the dog? Restore some health. Nom nom nom. Okay. You found more biscuits? I was a good boy finding biscuits. I will eat these biscuits right off the ground. And more, are we done? Alright, so now I am filthy and I have a dog. I'd say things are looking up. I wonder how people are going to handle me having a dog, though.
Go.
Yep, that's actually you were a slight step ahead of me, because that was the next thing I was about to do. I was going to start looking for keys. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that or do the copper leaf.
Go.
I was not expecting him to track it across different parts of... So, like, right now he's hunting for it. Fuck me, no. I'm gonna have nightmares about fucking potato people and bitches getting dragged upstairs and clubbed to death by horrible fucking children. Hat worn by Martha, who is accused of being a witch. So, okay, I really like this dog mechanic. I thought it would be limited to, like, I'd have to go into a zone, and then when I'm inside of a zone, just keep using them. Please drop something. I didn't realize that it's actually just going to keep doing this. That's awesome. Alright, so I will drop the old photo, because I don't feel like I need that. I'll hold on to the biscuit tanks. I think I'll need those. Is that a fucking UFO? So Martha's hat. She was accused of being a witch. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I don't think I need to keep the books on me, so I'll drop that, I guess. And drop the Cloverfield. Because those are more or less, they seem like clue... Oh, wait, can I just... Yeah, I can access them here anyways. So yeah, I don't need to keep the books on me. It's a key with a single leaf. It seems to be incomplete. Copper leaf was attached to the key. Oh, one leaf key became a two-leaf key. Oh, this dog just made this game instantly better. And by a lot. Alright, so now I have a two-leaf key. So I'm going to here. Oh, yes, I know I need to use the key. You calm your butt down, lady. Use. What? I don't know what that noise was, but I don't like it. Alright, so now I am... Oh, my dog gets a little icon. Cool. So really, this is like one big corridor that I'm next to. Oh, the cafeteria. Okay. Oh, fuck. Poor helpless unlucky girl, tell me your tale. We're putting a save here because you're about to need it. Does this thing tell me hints right now? Memory serves me correctly. You search for a butterfly but have not found it yet. However, do not fear, for you have reclaimed your faithful companion. Butterflies and keys, everything is linked, no matter how far apart. Your friend has a keen nose, that's your only clue. Please don't let there be potato children in here. I'm figuring I'm by food, so hopefully he can find me some biscuits. I wouldn't mind more biscuits. Or you can hump the table. Oh, not a bad idea. I will have him check that after I take a gander around this new room for me. Ooh. To upgrade my fork to a knife? Yes. I feel like a knife would hurt more than a fork. So I will drop my fork, maybe regret it, but I've now set my game up so I'm ready to be the Prince Stabber. Oh, that witch got fucking beat down.
Go!
Where are you at, pup? Did you find me some biscuits? Dual wield. You really think this chick is capable of dual wielding? She can't even look where she's stabbing. This chick has no clue what she's doing in life. Or death, which will come very swiftly. Dun, 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 dun.
Go!
Where's my dog? Arm the dog. It says he's in the middle, but I don't see him. There he is. Yeah, oh, he's still stuck.
Brown! Come.
My dog's just stuck on the table. It's all good. Some levels in range? No, I will not. mean, I'd rather not even have the need for a weapon. That'd be cool, too. Just never meet any more Kodamas. Alright, so there are no biscuits in here, just the paring knife. Alright. Let's see if he can sniff for butterflies.
Go!
Once again, this is such a strange game.
Go.
Like, I'm on an airship. And it's like, it is a survival game. Somewhat horror-based, but not necessarily.
Go!
It's just some really weird shit going on. Yeah, okay, I got it. So you're done there. So what if I'm trying to find this key?
Go!
So you're just going to show me the door that I use that key on. And that's it. Okay. Alright, so I'm picking up how this works. Yep, okay. So for the butterfly, he wants me to go where I can't go yet. I've already done the tin. I have not done... What is the toilet paper? The airship map. So let's try and have him find Martha's hat, which... I mean, I guess technically I saw where she went, but maybe she knew where a butterfly was? No, but the witch knew where the third three-leaf key is. Gotcha. So by finding where she was... I can find the third three-leaf clover. Fucking kids, I will stab you through the door! Okay, so can't go through the door where the hat is. What the fuck should I be doing at this point? Bum 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 bum. Alright, so that's that. So the hat would take me to there, so that's probably where the three-leaf clover key is. I mean, I guess I'm gonna go back to where I used the two-leaf clover. Because I feel like there's probably some more stuff I should have looked at that I didn't. Yeah, I got the paring knife, but I feel like that there should have been something else going on there, too. Like, there's no way that they had that entire second or two-leaf clover area just for the sake of a single knife in there. So that, like, the dog wants me to go over this, but I don't know how. Can I go in here? Oh, yeah, that would probably help if I actually go into rooms. What'd you find, boy? Yeah, I'm hitting X on it. A dirty rag. It smells rank. In the dark room. Unknown occupant spoke in a shrill voice. I was a mighty witch, yet now I'm powerless wretch, rubbish and dust. My precious, precious key, I hid it secretly. I hid it in a pure and dirty place. I hid it secretly. Your eyes cannot find it. You are truly a poor, unlucky girl. Everything in the world is awful.
Go!
Go. Oh, wait. What? There was like footstep noises or something. That was weird.
Go.
This dog does rule. I'm happy with my pup. Go. I wish they introduced this mechanic sooner. Or I wasn't, lost for 45 minutes digging around with something that already passed because I didn't realize I should have clicked a button. Ruff, ruff. And he ripped shit down for me? He's a good boy. 3-leaf key. 3-leaf clover. Nice, good boy. Wish I can give you a biscuit. I don't deserve it. I've been pretty useless this whole freaking story. Just getting thrown in a box. Who does that? Anyways, yeah, I need to cross over. Ruff, ruff. Alright, so we got that. Chick got tied up, dragged up the stairs, and I stole her hat because she was a witch, which then led me to another witch. I think a different witch? I don't know, they didn't really clarify. Alright, so 1, 2, so is this the... No, that's the 4-leaf clover. So this is the 3-leaf, 2-leaf. That's the 3-leaf, right? Yeah, okay. Use. So I didn't even think I just... I hope this isn't accurate, but I just realized that, like, I'm spending all this time going around this one location, and I'm only on month April. And I'm like, wow, I'm really exploring everything. I must be making some decent headway. They probably change my location every month, don't they? Motherfuckers. Because I'm making some good headway in this place. It's like, yeah, I fucking, like, I don't know where they're going to hide anything, but... Alright, gonna run, I have to run another 3-minute ad, but this will be the last one of the night, because it is 10:15, and I'm looking to wrap at around 11. So let me run this ad, and then we will continue. So, BRB, my friends. Good time to get yourself something to snack on. Because that's exactly what I'm about to do. So, I am about to get some nom nom noms myself. I don't have any biscuits for real life, so I'm set. Wow. Wow. Apparently when I messed with my camera, it really, really screwed up my chat break screen. Good God, I'm ginormous. I should not be that big. That's terrifying. Yeah, that's the only downside with streaming in all these overlays and stuff like that, is like they're all so finicky, and they if you goof with one, it goofs with all of them. Kind of hate it. I wish things weren't this dumb in life, but whatever. So that is close enough. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna get something to snack on, so I will be right back. You can enjoy some Goya in my absence. So there's some cat enjoy. I'll be right back. Or 3 minutes, I guess. You got up, Goya. Alright, night, Pocky. I miss you nodding off, but I assume that you are no longer here. I know, Goya. I know. We're almost time. Like I said, after 10 o'clock, Goya gets kind of, demanding. So, alright, let us get back to the game now, Goya. Let's see. Cat, I need to click things. You're not helping. It's not easy to see through you. Yeah, love the dude. Just wish that he'd let me do some things once in a while. I'm definitely just living in his house, and he lets me live here as well. But he also has demands about bedtimes. Very, very specific. And if he's tired, everyone must be sleeping. He can't just, go to bed on his own. Alright, so we got 40 minutes left in the stream. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. And normally when I stream games like this, I don't like to play outside of the stream. So next time I play this, I will pick up where I leave off. So far, I'm digging it, so I don't see a reason why I would not play this through to completion. So I will probably keep streaming this. So what did I just do? I just found the 3-leaf clover, and I just went in the... Did I go in the room? Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, so... Let me zoom in. So the 3-leaf clover brought me into this new space, so that now I can go through all... Alright, so I should want to turn lefty-ish. So we can check the... Yes, the size of the ship. I swear to God, I know potato people are coming, and I know I got a knife, but I'd be okay if I don't run into any more potato people tonight. I mean, I do appreciate I only ran into one potato kid, Kodama, with my fork. So if it's just like one encounter per weapon, I'm okay with that. I have a feeling that's not the case, though. Alright, so the 3-leaf clover just let me into the same place where the cafeteria was, though. So I don't know what the benefit of me coming in the 3-leaf clover door is. And not that you can see, but I'm pointing to the screen because they both led into the same Oh, the wall was broken. Never mind. My brain's catching up. I forgot that there was the crumbled wall that I couldn't get around. So where am I currently at? Alright, so I want to keep going. But what just happened? I missed first-person gaming so hard right now. Or at least free camera control. Oh shit. What? Do I have to kill that girl to get the butterfly? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not opposed. So that was just that was blocking my path before. Okay. So there's nothing else there. So really it's just these rooms then. I can't... On the top hallway, those were all locked. So it's really just the center fours. No, trust me, I know the game is not going to let me kill actual kids. There was so much fucking outrage over Persona 3 where kids faux shot themselves in the head. I figure there's no way that any game, regardless of being horror themed, is brave enough to actually have you murder children. But I'd be okay with it. What? Who said what? What? These kids, if they suffered a terrible fate, I would be okay with that. I'm not just talking about disappearing into Termina. Sicker Brown. Is she fucking Gollum? The unlucky girl met Amanda, the small-hearted princess. Princess's round face loomed large as she spoke to the girl.
My precious.
It's mine. I won't give it to you. I won't lose to you. Yeah? Shank. Oh, they won't let me stab her. What if, just a theory, what if I trade you this green butterfly? Mostly good. Nothing happened. Fuck. What if I gave you Upseas? Would that change your mind? Or what if I let my dog sniff that butterfly, huh? Dot, 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 dot. Okay. So she won't trade. She doesn't like talking to me. What about a hat? What if I use a hat on you? Nope, you're not a hat girl. Let me look at my storybook. So the clover. I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I didn't realize that the room is the Cloverfield because there's the 1 leaf, 2 leaf, 3 leaf, 4 leaf. Anyways, despite the fact that all the clues are in here, it just didn't dawn on me. Unlucky girl wanted to be happy. 1 leaf clover dropped it on the ground. 2 leaf clover slipped into the shadows. 3 leaf clover, but a witch hid it away, which I found. Wanted to find the 4 leaf clover, but she was too unlucky. Okay, so that doesn't help me at all. What if I check the little princess? Oh, little girl, blah, blah, blah. Parents dead, everything's traumatic. Girl and her companion obeyed the rule of Rose. Huh, okay. So nothing in there either. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna leave then? Okay, the game's doing this, so I assume something's about to happen. Why? Why is this game so weird and gross and creepy? That little girl didn't have to do that way. Empty insect case, used to be displayed. Butterfly case. Gross. Alright, so I'm just gonna... Oh. Interesting. I didn't realize that it shows me the things that it can... So basically it's a checklist where I know if I've found everything, I technically don't need a dirty rag anymore. So I probably could drop that because I found the 2 things that it leads to. Okay. So like the green butterfly leads to a butterfly case. Can I put it in the case? No. Okay. That's, like I said, this find system, the dog thing, is super cool. Yeah, because I mean, I guess I used the key, so I don't need it anymore, because it's just unlocked. Except the 3-leaf can still find me. Oh, it probably finds me the 3-leaf door. Duh. Interesting. I really like that mechanic. So, like, the airship map will never lead to anything. The paring knife doesn't lead to anything. Apparently, the biscuits lead to things. Scissors might lead to something. Martha's hat led to the dirty rag. Very cool. Alright, find. What an interesting thing to do.
Go.
There will be no baddies in my future. There will be 0 baddies in my future. Just run past. Not a problem. 2 butterflies, you say? Three, 4, 5, 6. There's so many butterflies. They're so pretty. Nothing bad will ever happen when I'm chasing butterflies. I found a beautiful blue butterfly. This butterfly would surely make a satisfactory gift. Just catch it and take it to the gift box. I don't like this part. Oh, I'm feeling so uneasy right now. Oh, fuck. I don't like anything right now. Grab it. No, I don't want to take it. Yeah, it's very fucking beautiful. Let me go. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Downstairs. Maybe? Yes. Oh, fuck, they're everywhere. Jesus, fuck, they're little monkey people. They're so grabby. No. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now I understand why they label the walls that way. It says this way to get to blah, blah, blah. Little monkey people, go. Why does she not run? Little fucking evil Kodama brush people. Brown, let's go. No, what? I don't understand. Why are you diving at me? Just let me get past you. Fuck me. Oh, jeez, I can't see you. I don't like that. That's the filth room. Siri, why are you trying to record me right now? I did not say anything good. I did not say Siri, help me. I did not say anything. Yeah. fucking hate little potato men. No, you got brooms now? I got no time for this. No time for love, Dr. Jones. No, 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 no. Go back. Where? Yeah, God, I can't see where I'm running. Fuck me, beans. Go now. Run. I don't want to go in there. No, not nice shop. This little Fitbit says my heart rate was too high. Does not approve.
I don't know.
Oh, why not?
What?
It's her first time.
Yeah, she's new. So, pass?
What the fuck? Lady, you need to learn to start fighting back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Aristocrat Club. Thank you all for gathering here today. You're a disgrace. Nothing worse than nothing. Your gift is worth nothing. Amanda. There. Amanda. 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 Amanda.
Fuck is this Lord of the Flies shit? No, I'm done. It's cool. I didn't want to sleep tonight. I know, Julia. I know you disagree. You want me to sleep tonight. Alright, so each month is a storybook. So March, April, Cloverfield, May. So it's wild to think that 30 days, assuming this is literal months, that 30 days have at least 30 days have passed since the game started, because it was at the end of March, which I believe it was, We went through April. Now I'm in May. The unlucky girl woke. She was back in the strange room. I believe it was called the filth room. Thank you. Oh, no, it's not that. The boy clothes, looked down, knowing eyes, and spoke to her. Well, do you remember now? What a bad girl. Oh, you haven't gotten your memory back yet, have you? Well, you really done many, many bad things. Just have to remember them a little by little. When you fully remember what bad girl you were, the game will end. Now take your stupid dog and continue with our little game, dear Jennifer. Alright. Ugh. Sir Peter. Bruh got hung. Not in a good way. And I'm back to the filth room. Poor helpless unlucky girl. Let me tell me your tale. Alright, so I'm not going to go to 11. I'm going to call it now because this is actually a wonderful breaking point that I can just walk away from and cry myself to sleep. But it's been fun, question mark. I mean, the spooky stream's doing what it's supposed to do. It's being spooky. Whether or not I like being spooked, I don't know yet. Still trying to figure that out. It's been fun. I'm super happy with the dog mechanic. That kind of brought me more into wildly roaming throughout the world aimlessly to now I actually have something to help me figure out where to go, what to do. And it actually connects the dots a lot. So thank you for helping me out a ton, Beachy. A couple times, but even then, just you're right on point with give it time and it makes it a little bit more sense as you go. Now I'm starting to get some structure, some framework. Fucking potato Kodama people are awful. I might just need to watch some Princess Mononoke clips just to rewrite in my brain what those little bastards are. I realize they're not actual Kodama, but that first one looked enough like a potato head for me to want it to be a Kodama. And that'll also clean up in my brain. Alright, so proper stream end. For those of you who are watching potentially lurking or watching on video on demand, whatever. But proper ending. Trying to stream Mondays and Fridays starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. It varies wildly what I play. I don't play just one game. I play Final Fantasy normally on Fridays, but I think for the month of October I'll just keep doing spooky games. Whether I finish this game or not, I'll move into other spooky games. But that'll be probably Mondays and Fridays until the month is done. After that, really, it's just the grab bag on Mondays, whatever the heck I feel like, across any systems, whatever, really. And then Fridays, I try and stick to something Final Fantasy themed. Predominantly has been Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy, an arcade game that I play, which is just music rhythm game set to Final Fantasy music. Plus other Square Enix games like Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, Xenogears, blah blah blah. Anyways, Mondays, Fridays, 7 o'clock. Punk Rock Bob as the top of the screen. Bye everyone. Have a wonderful night. Bye Beachkins and everyone else hanging out. You're all wonderful people. Thank you.